Welcome to our video bulletin for Friday the 18th of September. It's been another very busy week for the government, making announcements all over the place and introducing new restrictions to keep us safe. You will all have heard, of course, of the Rule of Six, which sounds like one of the lesser-known short stories by Arthur Conan Doyle, but in fact applies to very many places around the country, but not all. So places of worship do have an exemption, and it is fine to continue coming to church so long as the group you're in is not larger than 6. But so long as we have that rule in place, then many of those groups can gather for worship, and I encourage you to do so. The rules around Liverpool will, I think, become more strict as the weeks go on, but I hope that we can maintain our worshipping life in the parish. In the background you may be able to hear some noise from the Strand as well. I'm sitting here on the roof of the church, positioned away from the Strand where the roadworks have been taking place, so that we can enjoy the last of the summer sunshine, which seems to be spreading out into the second half of September. But down on the Strand there are all sorts of roadworks taking place, and you may have noticed last week that if you were expecting to turn into the Library Building car park the normal way, that wasn't possible. But fear not, because there are many other ways of approaching the Library Building car park for our normal car parking space. Just turn down Water Street and then come up from Canada Boulevard. There's nothing stopping us parking in the normal way, and again you are encouraged to do so. Well, this weekend we're also hoping to welcome our new Parish Assistant for the first time. Ian Grant-Funck has been in quarantine for the last couple of weeks since coming over from the United States, and in our Meet the Congregation slot this week, Fr Fergus has been catching up with Ian and finding out a little bit more about him, and I hope that you'll all be there to meet him as he joins us.
This week, I'm joined by Ian, who we will be seeing a lot more of relatively soon, but he's joining me just before his arrival in the UK. Ian, hello, thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much.
Well, it's wonderful to see you. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Ian Grant-Funck, and I grew up in the Chicago suburbs, and I just graduated from the University of Chicago. My undergrad, and so I had the Zoom ceremony and all that in this year. And
as well during the ceremony.
Pardon?
Did you wear the outfit during the ceremony?
I did not. My family tried to make me, but I refused. Yeah, I didn't even submit a picture, right? So it just flashed my name in a slideshow. It was sad, but yeah, I was looking for a way to be connected to the church, and I grew up in the Episcopal Church, and I was looking for something international, and my girlfriend's in the UK, so it all sort of made sense. And I found out about the Ministry Experience Scheme, which is like a Church of England thing for young people who are interested in ministry, and then got connected with the Liverpool Diocese, and then got connected with St. Nick's, and so it sort of was a lot of steps to kind of land me here, but I'm really glad I am. And it's been awesome to get to know Fergus and Crispin and get a sense of the community. So I really can't wait to get going.
Oh, well, we're looking forward to having you. And obviously things are slightly different in the United States, to say the least, but how has it been sort of pandemic stuff for you? How has it how have you coped? How's it been?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because it was supposedly my last couple of months of college that just kind of evaporated. But I had an apartment in the city, and so I was there for a couple of months, which was really nice. I got to spend a lot of quality time with my roommates. And then I've been at home with my parents all summer, which also has been really nice to reconnect and stuff, especially because I'll be going across the pond.
Of course, and you'll be having to serve quarantine when you arrive. So,
yes.
So we won't be seeing you immediately, but after sort of 2 weeks, you'll be joining us, and we will see you. I think, is it the 27th is the first?
I hope so. Yeah, I think it'll be the 27th.
Great. Marvelous. Well, whenever this is shown, we'll look forward to seeing you then. Ian, it's been lovely to speak to you, and we're all looking forward to getting to know you and seeing you at St. Nick's.
Great. Thank you very much. Can't wait
to speak to you. Bye.
Well, we look forward to meeting Ian on Sunday and, of course, getting to know him in the weeks and months ahead. And there's plenty of work for him to do as our ministry in the city centre continues to flourish. But in our Friday Bulletin, we also look ahead to the weekend, and our Gospel reading on Sunday is about the workers in the vineyard. They come at different times, but they all receive the same recognition and reward from God. And in that story, we get a sense of the heat in which they've been working. It's not quite that hot here, but we are rejoicing in the end of summer. You can see the sun on the sandstone behind me. So please do come along on Sunday and we will worship together. Please do be careful about meeting people afterwards and sticking to those very careful rules which have been laid out, but you are most welcome in church at 10 o'clock for the Parish Eucharist, or of course on the live stream via YouTube as well. Have a very good weekend.